Hi guys, it's day 10 of Leap to Lead. I know it's a bit later in the day about me getting this done, but what I want to focus on today is just actually refining your list of 100. I know that we've talked a little bit about that, and I just wanted to know how you all went with your list of 100. Look, when I started 3 years ago, or over 3 years ago, I didn't have 100 on my list. I probably would have had maybe about, 35 or 40, and then I just added from that point. Anyhow, whatever you've done, that's excellent. At least you've started your 100 list, and it's a place to go forward from. But I thought that today I'd probably help you. Mary Christensen is someone she's written a whole bunch of books on real estate, not real estate, on party plans. Sorry, I got real estate on the brain. I'm trying to sell my house. But, okay, so she's written several books on party plan. And she's got one here that's called Be a Party Plan Superstar, and it's a really, really good book. So there it is right there. So if you get a chance to purchase that, you can get that, I'm sure, from Amazon or online. Get it, and it's really a good book to have and to read. But anyhow, in chapter 5 of the book, she gives us some ideas of what we can, of how we can add to our list of 100. So I thought that I'd kind of give you some examples so that you can add to what you've already done. So, forgive me for reading this, but I'll just do it. So, she goes from A to Z or to Z, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll just say a few from each different section. So, she's got, like, if you go to a gym or something like that, and you know somebody that's very active, in sport, that's somebody that you can add to your list, because remember, for every person you add, each person must know about, they say every person knows about 1,500 people. But even if, each person that you add to your group or to your list, it brings 10 more people in. I mean, your 100 will quickly add up. So then you've got, any Scentsy customers you can just put on there, even if you're not best friends with them. It's someone else that you can use. Any of your family members, obviously your parents and your sisters and brothers, but what about all your aunts and, cousins and people like that? You could have, like, if you belong to a book club, you always got connections with different people. Okay, like your beautician, if you go to a hairdresser, or a beautician, then you can always talk to them. I used to go to a hairdresser in about 9 or 10 kilometres from here, and I ended up leaving a warmer and a bar, and I got several sales from them, which was really great. Okay, so if you go to a shop, like, your local shop, you build up a rapport with, the checkout chick, someone that you can actually have a conversation with. Like, not every time, but as often as I can when I go to the grocery store, I always carry 2 catalogs with me, and so when I feel inspired, I will give one out if I strike up a conversation with one of the checkout girls. So, and I have left many, many books around, and I don't know at this point in time where that's going to lead me, but you're planting seeds, and so that's a good thing. Okay, you can. What about your phone list? Your mobile phone. Just everybody that's on your phone list, and everybody that's on your Facebook list. You can, they're the people that you can add, and then just broaden the circle from there. Email list. You might have an email list that you send out to people. That's something else that you can add. Your neighbours or old neighbours that you used to know, wherever you used to live before, sometimes just sending them a catalogue can bring in sales, so that's a good thing. Okay, so like people that you work with, your boss. And I was speaking to a lady yesterday who's a new customer of mine, and she's a truckie, she works at a trucking company, and there's just all men there. And I said to her, but they've all got partners or wives. I said, so take a catalogue in there and see what, maybe there's a birthday coming up or an anniversary or something like that. men sometimes are the best shoppers. I find that when I have a joint party of male and female, I find that they spend more because the husbands or partners will say, oh, get that, you know, and so pretty soon their order is double what they intentionally meant to spend anyhow. So, you know, don't discount men, because men, they like to spend, especially if they're married, and they like to buy something for their wives. Okay, if you've got any in-laws, like your in-laws, you know, and their families, you know, you never prejudge anybody, you know, because you can't discount somebody and say, oh, well, they'll never be interested. They'll never be interested in buying Scentsy or having a party, or, you know, becoming a consultant. You never not ask anybody because of a formed opinion. It's really important that you don't do that. Okay, you can, like former hosts, people that you just meet that, you know, from a party that offers to host a party for you. You know, they're people that you might not know, and you've had a party for them, and, you know, you can put them on the list and see who else, you know, obviously people that go to their party, you can add that to their friends list. So there's a lot of things that you can do to get your, get to your 100, and you might exceed that 100. And, you know, and something else that you need to do once you've got your 100, and all of a sudden, because what I did is I started my list, and pretty soon I was recruiting a lot of my list, and so they became part of my team. So I had to find more people, and so that's what you'll have to do on a regular basis. You will be culling your list of 100, and you'll be adding more to it because of things like that happen. So what I want you to do, your challenge this time, or today, is to refine your list. Go back over your list and see if you can add more people. I'm just trying to think if there's anything. You know, another thing is old school friends, people that you've worked with in the past. You know, if you don't have any like details, contact details, you know, you might know where they used to live or where they live, and so you can just pop something in the mail. So there's a lot of things that you can do to expand that list. So what I want you to do is today is to go back over your list and see if you cannot add more people to your list. And if you get a chance, please try and see if you can buy this book, Be a Party Plan Superstar. It's really, really good. Mary Christensen is well-known writer of, and also Mary Christensen used to be in Party Plan herself, and she started out just like we did. And she became quite big in her industry, and then she turned into writing books about it. And so she does lots of talks now. So she does a lot of presentations, and she doesn't do party planning anymore, as in parties. But she has a wealth of knowledge, and she's got several books. There's that book. There's another one called Be a Direct Selling Superstar, which is another one that you can get. I've got another one here. Be a Recruiting Superstar. So that's really, you know, they're 3 books that I actually have. And so you can always learn heaps from her books. So if you get a chance and you can afford that, do that. Okay, so, but what I want you to do now also is, like, it's 3 weeks today. We've got 3 weeks left today till the end of the month. To get your 500 PRV. Now that's something, if you want to be a lead, if you want to be a leader, your minimum every month has to be 500 PRV. So you've got 21 days left, or 3 weeks, which means it means that you need to sell $37 a day to be able to achieve your 500 PRV. So what you need to do is to look for opportunities, call up people that, you know, past customers, see if they need anything. You would be surprised how quickly that will add up. Okay, I'm really grateful for those that have been participating with this program and have been doing the challenges. I know that there are a few that haven't done that, but, you know, it's wherever they are in their Scentsy journey. But I'm hoping that I still have them included. I have you included if you haven't done the challenges. If you get a chance to catch up and to do the challenges that I've put in this program, it will help you whether you do it now or whether you do it after. So, you know, keep encouraging each other, and I'm always available to help you and to encourage you and to help you get to lead. But if you need to make that commitment. You need to be able to do the challenge that I give you, because that shows me that you're committed. And then you need, you know, because if you're committed, you do the challenges, you definitely will promote to lead by the end of the month or by the end of the 5 weeks. So good luck, and keep going and be positive and encourage each other. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Bye.